had almost forgotten this, and then it popped in my head. Tyrell called me last Monday and said, "Oh boy, the David Icke thing didn't go too well." And I said, "Really? He was in the show 2 seasons ago. It was very fair." And he said, "Yeah, it just didn't go well." And he was just letting me know what had happened, and because David had put out a big article, and I admire Governor Ventura. Ike is a very charismatic guy, believes what he's saying, and I appreciate his work as well. It's sad to see what happened, but Gov, you never talk about the TV show until it's out, but obviously this information is now out. So I want to ask you, you went to interview Ike in Pennsylvania?
Cleveland.
Cleveland, Ohio. And what happened there between you and David Icke?
Well, he just, I don't know, he got all offended and told me to F off and walked off the interview. Simply, I was asking him questions about his expertise, and that's reptilians. And, I go from a point of, there is no dumb question. If I don't understand it, it's certainly not dumb to me. I was trained that way by Chief Warrant Officer in demolition when I went to Navy SEAL training, and that's how I've lived my life. And apparently he doesn't like to be questioned on anything that he believes in or anything that he espouses, and I think that's ridiculous, because if you believe in what you say, then you should have no problem discussing it with anyone. And I just found him to be one of the worst interviews I've ever possibly done, because he's not forthcoming at all.
Well, he had been sick, and I almost wish you guys via Skype could do it again, and try it one more time, because 2 years ago you guys had a positive interview with him, and he's really great on so many issues. And I'm just, I know this. You guys were intending just to do a fair interview, correct?
Absolutely. Everything I did on that episode pointed to going to him to get answers, but getting answers from him is impossible. He doesn't want to answer anything.
I told him, I said, "Oh no, they want to do an open-minded thing, and you're basically the star of this episode, this interview." But it is reality, so sometimes things get crazy. There's so few of us that are really questioning reality and the officialdom, and
he gets away with it because he tells you right at the opening thing. He looks right at you and says, "Nothing is real. Nothing is what it is." So when he opens that door, that means he can say anything he wants, and he doesn't have to defend it with any facts or anything, because nothing's real. And it's laughable when somebody says that to you, or to me anyway.
We ought to get you and Ike on this radio show for a debate. That'd be interesting.
I had my, I don't think I'd care to. I don't think it would go anywhere, Alex, because he obviously took great offense to me, and I don't know why. All I did was ask him questions that were pertinent and things that I wanted to get hopefully answers to.
I just want to see you guys patch it up. Hopefully before you go to Mexico in the next month or two, we can talk about it. But it's a side issue. I just don't.
No problem. I don't lose sleep over it. He goes on and I go on. He's making a lot of money, that's for sure.
What was the question you raised that he got angry at?
Any one of them. There wasn't one. There was the whole interview.
I think he misunderstood reading his article, because he said he sat there for an hour and then he wanted to meet you and they didn't bring him in. I don't think he understood that with that, with real reality TV, they want to keep you guys separate, so the meeting's new. If you read his article, which you told me off air you haven't, I think he took it like it was a setup. He didn't know that the lighting guys were just, as usual, taking their time.
Well, I don't know anything about that, and I'm not going to worry about it. I'm there. I was there to interview him. He clearly didn't want to talk to me about anything, and when he did, he wouldn't answer any questions. He attacked me.
All right. Well, God, listen, I want you to have a great time down in Mexico. Be safe, and I know you're talking to libertarians off record. You might run, huh?
No, I wouldn't hold my breath on it. I've just spoken to them, and they've spoken to me, and the lines of dialogue are open. It's not anything farther than that. They'll have their convention in early May, and at that convention, they will decide who's going to be their candidate for the 2012 election.
Jesse, thank you so much.
Okay, Alex.
Yeah, I feel like I've died and gone to heaven. Great day.
Hold on, David.
You enjoy it, Jay?
Yeah, I watched the last hour and a half. So.
Did you understand a lot of it in the end?
Yeah.
That's how you create a life that you want, mate. That's how you create a life you want. You do it from a young age, and nothing's impossible, mate. You want it, you know it, you'll do it.
It's comforting to me in a way, not least for my children. I remember my daughter Kerry saying to me, you know, Dad, one day I'm going to be able to walk down Union Street